have another great Cooking With You guest. Kathy Foster from Wilderness Springs Trout Farm joins me now in the studio. You've been here before, and I've been to your trout farm. It is awesome. We have some pictures that we want to show because you're open now.
We are.
For the season. Why don't you tell me about how people can go out there, do a little trout fishing? We have some photos up.
Well, anybody can come out there. You don't need a license, you don't need a trout stamp, and there's no limit. You can catch as many as you want. So we have all the poles, we have the bait, we have everything there. Our hours are Saturdays and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Awesome, and we have all that information online. But Kathy is also a great cook, and you cook with the trout.
I do.
And you have a recipe you're going to make right now. What are we going to make?
This one is called smoked trout and brie breakfast strata.
Wow.
It's kind of like a quiche thing, especially for Mother's Day. I thought, okay, all you guys out there, unless you've been living in a cave, you should know it's Mother's Day tomorrow.
Yes.
So this is something fairly simple. Almost anybody can do it. So all we need to do is I lightly grease the pan, and I'm making half of the recipe. The recipe that's online will make a 9 by 13 pan. I just divide it in half. So we take bread cubes, and I just use like Italian bread, nothing fancy here. Put those in the bottom. It's pretty simple. And then it calls for brie. Now, I don't know if anybody's familiar with this. It's a real soft cheese, and it has a little bit of a rind on it. Yeah. And I always cut the rind off. This is what it looks like. So I cut the rind off of it, and then we just sprinkle this on here like this. You know, any way you want. And you can add more if you want to. So, you know, we have cheese in Wisconsin.
You gotta.
Then we have Parmesan cheese. Like that. And then our smoked trout. And you just flake it up. It doesn't take very much. Instead of like the ham or the bacon, we have the smoked trout flavor going on here. Something a little bit different.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we whisk up the eggs.
You want me to do that for you?
Sure, go for it.
I make a lot of scrambled eggs at home. Pretty much.
Got to put her to work a little bit here.
Right. Don't want you doing all the work, Kathy.
Yeah. And I like to use as much stuff, ingredients I should say, that are local. We got the Lammer's milk, we got the Belloso Parmesan cheese, we got our Mad Dog and Merrill seasoning here. You know,
love it. That's
try to do
great.
as much local as we can.
How's that looking?
Great. And I'm just going to pour the half and half right into there. I'm going to let you whisk that up just a little bit more.
Okay.
There you go.
And like Kathy said, this recipe is online for you too, fox11online.com.
And this can be made today. And I'll just put some of our seasonings in here. There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Pour it on?
Pour it right over the top. Spread it all in there. Now I like to put a little color in it because you can see it's kind of bland looking. So I'll pat this down just to make sure that all the bread cubes are covered in there and kind of soak up that stuff really good. And then I just take some little red peppers, and I just buy the bag of peppers like this.
I love those.
Yeah, I know. They just nibble on them. So just a little bit of color, like that. You can use green peppers or green onions or, you know, whatever.
Beautiful.
Nothing fancy.
Goes in the oven then?
No, it gets covered, and it goes overnight in the refrigerator.
Overnight in the fridge. And then when it's done?
Pop it out. And I made one here. It cooks for about an hour. And you can see the finished product on the plate here, and it's real simple, real good. It's kind of like a little quiche thing.
Kathy, thank you so much. Recipe is online in the 8 o'clock hour. We're going to have another trout recipe. Pecan crusted trout fillets. Oh, it sounds so good. More to come, though. Good Day Wisconsin will be right back.